Hey and welcome to my channel. My name is Yuli. In today's video I want to talk about something which is a little bit uncomfortable. Something which is going on here in Sweden and things you probably have read in the news. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit from someone who lives in Sweden, what is real and, my thoughts about it, my feelings about it. So what am I talking about? So it is about shootings happening here in Sweden on a regular basis, especially also in Stockholm and the surrounding areas. Why I really want to talk about it, because it hasn't really affected me, but then it has affected me. So recently I received not only one but two emails from the kindergarten, and it wasn't directly the kindergarten my kids go to, but the group of kindergartens. They're kind of all connected probably within the municipality, and it kind of said to rest assured that people are now out there patrolling the streets, and I was like, what happened? Like, I have to say, I don't actually read the news. Well, it's not entirely true, but I try not to read the news, and because it's very upsetting. So many things are happening all the time. Important things I will get eventually, it will reach me eventually somewhere on social media or through friends. But anyway, I got these emails and they really upset me, because I was like, wow, I've never experienced that actually a kindergarten sends me a message because there was a shooting close to a kindergarten, not the kindergarten my kids go to, so not in our area, but in Haninge, in our municipality, which is quite big to be honest, but still. And I felt weird about it. I was like, I can't believe that is happening and that I live here, and Sweden has such a reputation now within Europe. If I look at our day-to-day life, it really doesn't affect us. Like, I have not seen anything, experienced anything, and I just touch wood. Obviously I don't want anything like that to happen or be involved in anything like that, but you cannot deny that these things are happening, and the statistics are very clear on it. This year has been really bad as well. Like, it started off really badly. I wanted to talk a little bit about how it makes me feel about living in Sweden, and I have to say it's actually a very difficult question. It totally makes me sad that this is happening here in Sweden. Am I scared? Only when I read these things, I'm being made aware of it, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening, so close to us. I don't really think about it all the time, and I have to say I still feel very safe here. I don't go around, to the gym, to the supermarket, or into town or wherever. I'm thinking like, oh my god, is someone, coming and shooting or whatever. Like, I really don't think that way. Again, only when I read something, I'm like very aware of it, and I'm aware of it could happen, and it happens also at times which it's not 3 a.m. in the night where you think, okay, you're 100% asleep, so nothing can happen to you. It happens like during the day or early evenings at places where, technically kids could be around or other people could be around. So the fact of that is very scary, to be honest. It's strange, it's sad, and I really, really hope that things are getting better. I am not like, oh my god, we have to move away from Sweden because it's like getting out of hand. It is really not that feeling. And again, I haven't, experienced anything, seen anything, or know of any people who were there when it happened, for example. So although this is happening frequently, it's happening in, not always, but in like dodgy areas, which is not an excuse or doesn't make the situation better. It also has happened in like really normal areas where I would go, so you can't really say it's 100% always in these dodgy areas. And then innocent people have been harmed as well. I don't know, when I talk about it, I feel very sad and very anxious about it. But overall, I still feel very safe in Sweden. I don't really have any concerns. I don't think I want to move away, nor does our family think they have to move away. Like my partner, for example, we don't talk about it. Only when we hear something, we say like, oh, did you hear about that? But we don't really talk about it. Other people, Swedish people, have maybe also mentioned it when we talked about it, but it's scary as well. But then there is a little bit of the sentiment of like, it's criminals against criminals, although innocent people have been affected, but very little one. Again, no excuse, but I just wanted to let you know how I feel about it. And if you want to move to Sweden, for example, maybe you ask yourself like, is Sweden safe? You know, can I even move to Sweden when things are happening? For me, I think it's a yes, because it still feels very safe here. The crazy thing is also, I used to live in London, and the population there was almost as big as Sweden in general. So I feel like so much was happening around me that it wasn't reported, or there was no website I could look it up. A friend once told me that someone in a car stopped in front of our house and stabbed someone and then drove off. And I was like, what? This happened in front of my house? And I'm talking about London right now. And I had no idea, that this happened, and it happened also in front of my doorstep. I mean, you have to do whatever you feel is safe for you. If you're someone very, very anxious, if you think about these things all the time, I don't know, maybe you have to really do your research and find out is a place in this world where these things are not happening. But in general, I am not particularly concerned every day and every minute. I still enjoy living in Sweden. I want to stay in Sweden. So obviously let me know what you think below. I know a lot of people have opinions about it, but let's talk about it. Why not? Just try to be diplomatic, and don't be aggressive or anything, because that's always the start, right? Being aggressive is never a good thing. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. So today's video was a little bit sad, a little bit of negative, like, things about Sweden, I guess, but I want to stay very true on this channel. I want to talk about things which I experience, but also which concerns like Sweden in general. So I always want to stay true to that, but hopefully in my next video I can talk about more positive things again. So make sure to stay tuned, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, have a great day and stay safe. Hej då!
There's a special place in heaven for the trumpet and angelic call.